today with what I saw in the training session on the field. Yesterday was just a little bit of activation because of a long flight, so we really didn't do much last night. But this morning was a good opportunity to see them. I was really impressed with the group as a whole. From the beginning, with one of the first little possessional activity we played, it was great to see so many players that were talented enough to solve pressure and to make good decisions with the ball. And so my overall reaction is I'm really pleased with what I saw this morning.
Okay, a lot of Nigerians are eager to know the reasons why some players are absent from the national team.
Yeah, well, I think there's a couple of reasons for that. One obviously is I'm new, and the opportunity to get to see a lot of players is really important to me, especially this year. That's not a qualification year. It's a year for us to develop the program, if you will. And so we left several of the players from the last World Cup off of the roster, to look at some of the other local players, to look at some of the foreign-based players that we have as well. And this will take some time to really go through the process to identify the talent pool that we have, because Nigeria has, as you know, a ton of talented players, and there's quite a few of those that we'll want to look at over this next year. And so that's really the reason behind it.
Okay, we had 5 players from the domestic league. With what we've been able to see, assessing them, are we hoping that the numbers will be expanded, as the time goes on, or are you not too happy with what you said?
No, I think it's important that we'll have to expand it. One of the things that I feel real strongly about is that the player pool needs to be larger. We need to look at more players. As I said before, there are so many good players in Nigeria that we need to give opportunity, especially to a lot of the young players that are up and coming, those that's coming from our U17s and our U20s, and some of the young players playing in the Pro League now. We'll need to expand that player pool. Some of our players from the last World Cup are getting older, and we have to be prepared and take this time now with the young players to take a look at them, to start to get them developed and get them ready, for the next World Cup and the World Cup after that in 2027 as well. So I think it's very important that we continue to look at more of those players that are playing domestically in the league.
The Super Falcons of Nigeria, for me personally, I call them Falcons of Africa. We've won the tournaments several number of times, so it's sounding like a broken record. And I know that one of the reasons we have you is to make it in the world class team. Any personal ambition in terms of the team doing something different, at the world stage?
Well, I think from a playing perspective, I want to take what the talent here, the style of football from Nigeria, we want to build on that. But I also think we, after observing, the friendlies and the last World Cup, I think there's some things in terms of the way we play where we can even do a better job of possession, keeping the ball when it's time to do so, and making a good decision on when it's time to counter quickly and use our speed. And so I think we can, as far as the playing style goes, I think we can expand and build on what's already there from a style standpoint. I think, in general, from the ambition for the team moving forward is certainly the goal is to consistently get out of group play and have a deep run into every World Cup and to become world champions. I don't think you go to the tournament to play the game just to be there. You want to play to win. And so obviously that's a goal to get there. Now, I think there's also a method to it, and there's a plan to build the structure and put everything in place to make sure that we do well. But I think it's really important that not only in 2023, but moving forward with the country, I think it's real important that year in and year out, Nigeria is finishing in the top 4, finishing, in at that level, because I think if you put yourself in the top four, then anything can happen. You know, you have the opportunity to at that point to win the World Cup. So I think the consistency of finishing high in every competition has to be a goal, not